Riverhawks, if you've already watched the week 3 video, awesome, you're in the right place. If you haven't watched the week 3 video, go do that first and then come back to this one. If you've watched the week 3 video, then you already know makeup work is our weekly assignment on top of the 2 reading logs and 2 journals. Those are also still assignments for you, my friends. Okay. Now, I had a bunch of people asking about where to find stuff. So this is going to be a quick walkthrough on like where to find each thing and then like real quick on how to do each one. There are more in-depth videos for each assignment, but I'll walk you through them so you have it all in one spot. So first off, right up here at the very top center is a tab called Classwork. Please click on that. This looks the same for every single class, whether you are in my 2nd period or 6th period, does not matter. So on the side, you're going to have different topics with daily, weekly, week 1, 2, and 3, and then a couple like time filler and distance learning how-tos. Daily, this is not for points, but I still need it done because I am responsible for telling the district that you checked into my class. It's a form. It's a Google form that basically is like, hey, what's your name? What period are you? How are you doing? And then it's a random question. Today's question, like the day that I'm recording on Wednesday, is what's your favorite, or no, what song is getting you through the quarantine time? Weekly assignments. These are reoccurring assignments. I need 2 entries for each of these assignments every single week. Okay. Reading inventory. I want you reading about 20 minutes per response. That's kind of sometimes hard to do with a news article, but I factored in time that it would take to find an article that's interesting to you, an article that's class appropriate, and an article you can summarize. So that's kind of where that 20 minutes comes in. The distance learning reading inventory is 20 minutes because that's really, that's the time that we were told you should be spending on each class every day. So whether that's 2 chunks of 10 minutes, 4 chunks of 5 minutes, or 1 chunk of 20 minutes, I'm not really worried about it. Just about approximately 20 minutes for reading and then go in. It's just to check in. It's like, this is the book I'm reading. This is what it was about. This is how I feel about it. Does not have to be an in-depth thing because I do want you to spend the most concentrated amount of time reading instead of writing a summary. Next is the COVID journal. There are 2 documents under here. The first one is my personal journal. If you ask for access to edit it, the answer is going to be no because it's mine. And I don't want anyone accidentally messing that up because I want to have my own record of it. But over here, the actual assignment, if you click it, it should open and create a copy just for you. When you go down here, the date, today's date is the 29th of April, 2020. Days in quarantine, I think we're running like 47, 48 days, something like that. Don't quote me on it because I'm probably wrong. I haven't sat down and counted it for a while. Time, I'm currently recording this at 10:54 a.m. So that's the time that I would put in. And writing here, friends, real talk, real serious talk for a second. The journal, I want you to set a 20-minute timer, just like reading, and I want you to write 20 minutes. Does not matter what you write about. I want to know what you're going through. Partly because I'm nosy. We all know this, but not really. That's not the main reason. The main reason is because this is a historic time, right? If you have kids in the future or have kids in your life in the future, this will probably be the time that they ask you what you were doing and how you got through it and all of that. And you could be like, oh, well, I have this journal, check it out. That's like when 9/11 comes around every year. That's the event that students usually ask me about is where were you for 9/11? This is going to be your generation's event. that they talk about. So that's the main reason we're doing this. Also, because it's really important to keep in practice. Um, Reading and writing, you guys, is literally the class that we're in. Practicing the English language is the important part of English class, right? So this is just to keep your skills sharp and keep you ready for school when we come back in person and start to do more academically rigorous things. Next is I broke stuff down by the weeks. Week 1 is the claim activity. If you haven't done it yet, what you need to do is you actually need to go in through this Google Doc. You also need to make a copy. I have given edit access to a couple people on accident, and then I go in and like there's no document. So here's how you make a copy. You're going to go up to File, click File. The 4th option down is Make a Copy. You click it, it works, and then you aren't messing with everyone's copy of it. There's also a how-to video of how to do it. There's my sample of the assignment. Next is week 2, scavenger hunt. Y'all, I work really hard on these videos, and I was experiencing that people weren't doing it, like weren't watching them. So what I did was I put a bunch of videos, like the most important ones that I thought of, and then you have to take like a quick quiz. It's literally in the office hour videos. I don't know. How does Miss Delight define burnout? Is one of the questions. It's fairly simple, especially because you have these videos to watch while you do it. Next thing is claim and evidence reading. My friends, there's a how-to video. It's a Google form. So once you do the reading or as you do the reading, you're going to follow along on the Google form, finish the questions, and then you're done. If you don't want to read independently, I did do a read through. It was really quick because I had a 5-minute limit and it's kind of a long thing to read out loud. But there is a read through, so you have the reading questions. Last thing is week 3. This video right now that I'm recording is going to be in here. And then also the intro to week 3 video of just telling you about what's coming up this week is in there. Last couple things, these are all not blah, 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 blah. Videos are hard. These are not for points, but they are kind of like how-tos and etiquette and things like that. Right now, the only how-tos I have is about office hours and about how to copy a Google document. Last but absolutely not least is our time fillers. A lot of these are coloring sheets, I'm not going to lie, but that's because that's how I fill my time when I'm not working, is doing art stuff. I'll try and get a little more creative with filling stuff in that is more than just what I like to do. If you have suggestions, please let me know. Also, time fillers are designed for after your classwork is done. Yeah. All right. I love you. I'm proud of you. Hang in there. Send me a Synergy note if you need any support. And also, I'm on Zoom every single day. So find me on there too if you need to. All right. Bye, friends.